have to have long-term vision. You have to treat this as if it's a multi-million-dollar opportunity. That's why it's your attitude. See, the reason why people don't make any money in the opportunity is because they treat it like a $500 business. And if you treated it, I mean, think about it. Whether you're brand new or not, if you had to write a $50,000 check, how many people know you'd be listening a whole lot different tonight? Your perspective and the decisions you make to do the business would be totally different. That's what separates the people that make a substantial amount of money in this opportunity and the people that don't make any money, is the people that treat it as if they had to put 5 figures behind the business. Because we all know it doesn't cost anything to get married, but if it's the wrong person, it's going to cost you everything. Treat that like a $5 opportunity and see where that takes you. So everybody follow me on that so far? See, it's your mindset that's going to allow you to expand and grow within this opportunity. And that's why I talk about attitude, because it allows you to fly. You know, people come and say, I mean, it's crazy because people say, well, how are you doing? Amazing. Write down amazing. I don't understand someone saying I'm doing good. Now, you can have a good income or an amazing income. How many people want an amazing income? You can have a good child or an amazing child. How many people want an amazing child? You can have an amazing wife or a good wife. Who wants an amazing wife? And you can have a good husband or an amazing husband. How many people want an amazing husband? And some of y'all don't even want nobody. So how many just want to just be an amazing you? So right with me on that so far. But I mean, it truly resonates with people when you start to use words. I mean, and I'm going into this on Saturday, but if I actually took somebody, if I took this young lady, this is her first day, and I sat her down to have success in this business, the first thing I would do is work on her mind. I would work on her mind for like 2 weeks. I would just mentally just completely reprogram the way she thinks. Because once you reprogram the mind, and somebody says, because when she goes out there, she's going to talk to people. I'll give you a snippet. Is everybody with me? Yes? Because when she starts in the business, we're going to tell her to make a list. We're going to tell her to call everybody she knows. We're going to say we need you to have a home meeting. And she's going to get all kinds of feedback. And all the people that she talks to, is it one of those things? Is it a rah-rah? Is it a pyramid? I've heard about one of those things. Is this one of that? Is it that? Is it Amway? Is it Mary Kay? All this stuff is being fed to her. Is everybody with me on that so far? But when you start to understand the business, and you understand that what you're doing is you're running a multi-million-dollar business and looking for anywhere from 2 to 3 people to be on your board of directors to run a multi-million-dollar business, then you don't feel bad about throwing away 97 people out of 100 people to find the right 3. See, some of you are just looking for 1 or 2 people to get on your team, and you're excited when 1 or 2 or 3 people get on your team. I actually am encouraging people not to get on my team. When I sit down with somebody, I know I'm supposed to be encouraging, but I'm like, God, and when I'm sitting down, I hope you don't get in. You're like hoping that they get in. I'm like, I hope you don't get in. And I actually ask, and they ask, well, why do you hope that I don't get in the business? Because if you get in, that means I have to work. Because now I have to deal with all of your messed up thinking. Reprogram you. Decompress you. Hold your hand when your best friend says no. When your husband won't support you. When you don't have the time to come and you tell me, well, I like to come on Saturday, but little Johnny's having a soccer game. I should just kick you in your head now. Well, I'd like to you need to become your own customer. So we have our own wireless customer. Well, I'm under contract. Should I just kick you now? Or, I mean, really? You're under a contract? So you're telling me if you open up a Nike store, because you already owned a pair of Adidas, you're going to still go to the Nike store and sell Nikes with Adidas on. Do you see how stupid that sounds? So everybody follow me on that so far? Yeah. That you're going to nip one dime your multi-million-dollar opportunity because of an ETF, which is an early termination fee of maybe anywhere from $50 to $100. Well, I'm under contract, so I mean, what happens? And people ask these crazy questions. What happens if I'm under contract? The same thing happens if you're in the business, stupid jerk. You got to pay to get out of it. I want to be my own customer. See, I don't mind. I prefer to pay $100 in an early termination fee to break my contract with whatever I have before I sign up 5 of my friends and not be able to believe in the product and lose 5 friendships over not understanding what I got in. That's called being responsible. That's called running a business. Does everybody follow me on that so far? See, I'm trying to get as many customers as I can myself so that I can know what I'm going to be offering other people. Did that make sense? Does everybody understand that so far? Because what kind of company are we? You need to write it down. We are a customer acquisition company. We specialize in acquiring market share. That's what we do. You may have 3 people that go and get 50 customers. That's 150 customers you don't know, that you'll never see, that you'll never have to worry about billing, but you're going to get paid on 150 people. And those 3 people may tell 3 more people. That's 9 people times 50. That puts you now at a good 450 more customers, plus the 150. That puts you at 1,100 customers that you had nothing to do with. But write this down. I must be the example that people want to follow. I must be the example that people want to follow. Don't ever ask somebody to do something that you haven't done. Wouldn't you like somebody to come in and treat this like a multi-million-dollar opportunity? Somebody who's going to go to every training for the first 90 days. Somebody who's going to go and get their business assistant and go into the back office and then look at every video to study what they got involved in. Study it as if they're about to become a heart surgeon. Someone who wants to know every aspect of the products and services we're offering. Somebody who knows protocol of being able to bring a person into the business properly, not just set them in a rah-rah session and hope they get it. But learn a powerful conversation and an enrollment conversation. Meaning when your people ask you, well, what's your business about? And see, if you're brand new, you'll leave out of here and your first response will be, well, it's about saving people money on bills, electricity, and gas. That's not what our business is about. This business is about me walking off my job. Are you interested? See, that's what my business is about. What my business is about was about me retiring both of my parents 3 years earlier. That's what it was about. What it's about is my son going to a public school, the top one in California, and then the teacher, while I'm there every day, sending a note home saying, we need to have a parent-teacher meeting because we're missing some things going on with your son, and I'm with my son every day with you. So he's in a public school. So me pulling him out and then taking him to the #1 private school at the age of 6. And they say, we don't have any financial aid left because it's too close to the start of the year. It's going to cost $40,000 and being able to write one check and then not put a dent in your bank account. See, it's beyond the flex and the floss. I'm not going to jeopardize my son's education and getting the right rearing because I don't have the money. How many people hate to know that you are in a position that if something happened, you cannot even take care of yourself, let alone the people you love? See, that's why we do the business. Is everybody getting me on that so far? Yeah. Let's take all the flex and floss and the millions of dollars all out. Let's just get with stability. That you can actually go and not have to ask permission from a grown, I'm a grown man. I'm not going to ask you permission to go get a dentist appointment. Can I have a day off to go see my dentist? You see how stupid that just sounds? That just sounds stupid. I'm not feeling well. Can I have 2 days off? Yeah, but you're going to be, if somebody dies, you got to ask for time off. We're going to give you 3 days off, but if you take longer than that, we're going to have to let you go. I'm going to let you go. That I'm chasing $1 if I'm in real estate, hoping that the escrow closes, and I'm giving up my weekends and holidays and justifying that to my kids, saying, well, this is just what we got to do. No, that doesn't suffice. I mean, how long does it go on that you don't have any time? Is anybody getting this conversation? Yeah. See, this has nothing to do with gigawatts, fiber optic, and telecom. That's just the sexy part about it. Why is it sexy? Because I don't have to ask anybody for any money out of their pocket. I don't have to change anyone's buying habits. I don't have to go back to someone in 6 months and say, do you need some more of it? I'm able to do something. Remember I said when I say I'm saying you, that I am you. Is everybody with me on that so far? So I don't have to sell anything. I don't have to go back to them and say, think about it. With every other company, and I've been approached, and I've trained 10 of the top money earners and 10 of the other network marketing companies out there since I've been in this industry. And I'm telling you, I just couldn't do some of them because then you got to buy all this stuff, you got to front load it, you got to pay for it, you got to put it in your garage, put it in your closet. Is everybody with me on that so far? Great products. Narrow, great product. New Skin, great product. Mary Kay, I use the men's product. How do I look? They got some great products out there. But I just have a problem buying all this stuff, having to put it in my trunk. Or, it's just not a good look on a black man. I got something in my trunk, dude. You want to go check it out? No. I got to hook you up. I get it at wholesale, too. I'm going to get a new supply tomorrow. I'm a little out of that one. What you selling? Toilet paper. Really? I got this pill that's going to make you feel real good, energy-wise. I have people trying to get me to say, well, if you just get this protein drink, you put this in and this, then you're going to get all your nutrients and everything in this one drink. And they have some good products out there. I was like, why don't you just eat fruit? Why don't you just get some fresh vegetables? You know, I like to cook. I love to cook. I like taking an hour and a half to prepare my food when I feel like cooking. Does that make sense? Yeah. People are like, well, you know, this is for busy people. I'm not busy. And I'm not trying to be busy either. You know, I spend half the day on Crackbook, the other half of the day in the gym. That's what I'm sorry, Facebook. Y'all want to know. I just have fun. Is everybody following me on that so far? Yeah. See, you want to be able to free yourself. That's why your attitude is everything. See, when you feel good about yourself, people come to you. That's what you need to understand. This business is write this down, we're people business. We are about helping other people. But here's something I learned. You can only help people that want to be helped.
Yes, yes.
Anybody get that so far?
Absolutely.
Because some of you are trying to help people who don't want to be helped. Some of you guys are in the convincing business trying to convince people. So, why don't you just come? Could you just come? Could you just show up? Let my people go. Moses said it for let them go. It's not for everybody. It's for you. You have to do this for yourself. No matter what your faith is, you have to get saved for yourself. No matter what your health is, you have to go to the gym for yourself. No matter where you are in this business, you must, if you want to sign up the #1 person, and I will not ask that question again this Saturday. Is my guy here, by the way? Is he here? Is he not here? No? Oh my God. Don't bring him to me ever again. I know some of y'all are like, what are you talking about? I was here last week and I asked, who would you sign up? Do you know I got calls from the United States, Canada, as well as from Spain on the training here. And I asked, who would you sign up? If you had to sign up with just one person, the one person that you know would blow this business up, who would be the most extraordinary? I mean, this guy, I think he was, I know he was Polynesian, he said, a white person. And I had to pause and think, did he really just say that? To all leaders in this company, me of all people, that's just the wrong. Really? Like this crack, baby.